Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. In this video, I will be giving you guys my breakdown as well as my predictions for the 2022 Puerto Rico Pro. Now, this will be a two-day show, so most of the divisions like Classic and a lot of the women's divisions will be Saturday, and the men's open division will actually be Sunday. Not sure if they have a live stream yet. But we only have 6 guys in this competition: Max Charles, Mark Arthur Diorucci, Jonas Giatras, Theo LaGuerrier, Hassan Mustafa, as well as Andrea Muzzi. Now, Fabian Rabia is confirmed to be in this competition, so I am going to break him down and put him in the predictions. I'm pretty sure he's going to be there. He's a Puerto Rico native. So let's go ahead and start breaking these guys down and get into the predictions. Now, I said there were 6 competitors in this show, but including Fabian Rabia, there's actually 7. So both of these guys, I believe, will be fighting for 7th place. On the left is Jonas Giatra, and on the right is Mark Arthur Diorucci. Neither one of these guys have competed since 2019, and I think this is Jonas' pro debut. And Mark Arthur could be a lot improved. He hasn't competed in 3 years, so I'm excited to see this guy on stage. But just based on the track record, these guys are probably going to be fighting for 7th place. Now, going ahead with my breakdowns in no specific order, we're going to start with Max Charles, one of the most consistent bodybuilders in the sport. Now, this will actually be his 6th show of the season already. And Max Charles definitely, he's missing a couple of things within his physique. But if Max is able to nail his conditioning 100%, he can definitely move up. I remember earlier in the year at the Boston Pro, he was probably around 8th or 9th in prejudging, and he came back so hard he ended up moving up to 5th. Now, Max's best placings so far this year are 2 third-place placings, one in New York and the other in Indy Pro. But in all honesty, I believe that the Boston Pro, he took 5th place. Very stacked lineup, by the way. He was right behind Samson Dowda. I believe that was his best version to date. But Max said on a recent story that he is going to bring the conditioning. So hopefully Max will be in their top. And the next guy we're going to talk about is Andrea Muzzi. Muzzi actually came in 3rd place at the Toronto Pro, and he came in 4th place at the California Pro. Now, Theo LaGuerrier placed 2nd at Toronto ahead of him. But in Cali, Theo was weighing 8th, so there were actually 4 places apart. Now, Andrea Muzzi is an incredible bodybuilder. He's actually from Italy. Love this guy's physique, and when he stands next to guys that are a little bit blockier, his structure really stands out. The only knock I can say about him is sometimes in between the poses, he loses control of his midsection. But as long as he's able to consistently add muscle to this physique and keep that midsection in check, this guy is going to be a problem. And I actually heard he's around 260 pounds on stage. So he's bigger than he looks. Now, the next guy we're going to talk about is the Colonel, Hassan Mustafa. I believe Mark's Mex gave him that nickname. But anyway, going into this show, Hassan definitely has to be the favorite, one of the most freakiest guys in the sport, let alone in this specific bodybuilding show. Hassan has so much muscle packed onto this frame, man. Look how conditioned he is here. And I actually just did a recent news video. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, with the recent updates from these guys. Storming a bit outside, guys, so you might hear a bit of thunder. But anyway, Hassan Mustafa is looking incredible here. And is he going to win this show? I mean, you got to stick around to the end of the video to see my predictions. I think you guys might actually be surprised, but excited to see Hassan, man, and hopefully he can qualify and go to the Mr. Olympia. Now, the next guy we're going to talk about is Fabian Rabia. I don't know too much about this guy at all. I really only know him because he had some back and forth with Logan Franklin. I tried to look up pictures from him on NPC News online and just around. Couldn't find any stage shots of this guy, but he's coming from classic physique, so he may be a bit smaller, but he looks pretty good on Instagram, guys. And the next guy we're going to talk about is going to be Theo LaGuerrier. Now, Theo has been competing a lot this year. He just came off a 2nd place at the Toronto Pro. Somehow he slipped all the way to 8th at the Cali Pro, and then he plays 4th at the New York Pro. Theo, incredible physique. I really like this guy. I say all the time, he reminds me of a Hunter Labrada. And Theo is actually from France. He isn't from Italy like Muzzi is. But I'm excited to see Theo at this show. You know, all he has to do is consistently put on size as well. A little bit more size on the quads, especially in the sweep. But this guy is very, very balanced. And I think, once again, he's probably going to be one of the top guys at this show. So going ahead with my predictions, in 5th place, I have Fabian Rabia. And this guy honestly looks incredible, and he could place a lot higher. But just coming from classic physique, and I haven't seen him stack up next to these guys, I believe he may be a little small compared to some of the open pros. And in 4th place, I have Max Charles. And honestly, I believe 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all interchangeable. I believe all of these guys are pretty close. And whoever comes in the most conditioned out of these guys is probably going to be on top. But I'm rooting for Max Charles, and hopefully he can honestly place a little higher than this. You know, Max usually surprises me. And in third place, I have Andrea Mucci. And I honestly think it's going to be a very, very tight one between third and second place, even between second, third, and fourth, but specifically between third and second. Mucci is good, man. And honestly, I think he just needs a little bit more size. And this guy could potentially be a problem. And in second place, I have Theo LaGuerrier. Now, based off last show, which was the Toronto Pro, Theo came in second and Andrea came in third. But Musi did beat him back at Cali, so these guys are 1-1. And I guess I have Theo LaGuerrier for the tiebreaker. As you guys know, watching my recent videos, I'm becoming a fan of this guy, and I really like his physique. I believe he's very, very complete. But if Theo even comes in a little bit off, or Musi comes in off, Max Charles will be in second, or if Musi comes in off, then, he could drop down to fourth. But all of these guys are very, very close to me. All of these guys have been competing against each other this year, and the places just have been flip-flopping. So this is actually going to be a very interesting show. And winning this show, I have Hassan Mustafa bringing his best package to date. Now, usually with my prediction, guys, I usually bomb pretty much all of them, but I actually have been picking the winners right lately. So I may be onto something with the winners, but I did pick Charles Griffin winning and Moshe Bun winning. But anyway, I think we're going to see the best Hassan Mustafa we've ever seen to date, and I'm honestly very excited to see this package, and I'm excited to see how this package would stack up against someone like, Nick Walker. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you guys feel about my predictions? Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Do you guys have Hassan winning this show? Muti? Is Max Charles going to pull the rabbit out the hat and win this show? Imagine if Max Charles won this show. But as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video, man. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. There may be a little bit of thunderstorming in the background, guys. It's been storming for a minute, but I'm trying to get this video out. I'm out.